Hey, magical souls, what's up? It's Iswa. I want to thank y'all for coming to sit next to me. I wanted to share this audio with you guys real quick. Let me just say thank you to all of those that have been participating in the poll, who has been opening up these emails to listen to them, who has been following me on YouTube, on Insight Timer, right here on Substack. I just want to shout you out and tell you how thankful I am and grateful for your support, okay? But I want to share this with everybody today. And this, Valentine's Day is coming up this weekend. And this is like your midweek check-in, okay? How you been doing? How you been doing? No, I'm playing. But I want to talk to y'all about something that we don't hear enough about. We do hear about it, but I want to hear more from other people. Just really about loving yourself and how important that is, right? The kind where you stop abandoning yourself, right? That kind of love. The kind of love where you don't wait for somebody else to choose you first, right? Because for a long time, I thought that love came from outside of me. And I know maybe there might be a few of you that resonate with that, right? That we thought love came from being chosen, being needed, or being everything for everyone else, right? That meant that, if we do certain things, if we do this act of service, if we do this particular thing, then maybe that person will treat us differently and they'll show me the love that I really deserve. Maybe if I give them another chance, maybe if I X, Y, and Z, right? All of the things that we felt like we need to do to receive love. But what if one thing that I've learned through life, through motherhood, especially through healing and growth, is this: that the relationship you have with yourself, it sets the tone for every other relationship in your life. Now, as a mom, this was very hard for me to understand at first because I was like, wait a minute, I got to take care of my kids first. Everything about my kids come first. My husband at the time, this was many years ago, he was just like, okay, babe, like, don't nothing come before the kids. I was like, and I'm like, listen, at that time, that's how I was. And it's nothing wrong with that, but also I just want to invite you to, shift your perspective on that for a moment. And this is something that science actually backs this up. So studies show that people who practice self-love and self-compassion, they feel less anxiety and depression. They handle stress better. They even have healthier relationships, guys. And they communicate their needs more clearly. I don't know how many of y'all raise your hand. I can see you. How many of y'all, actually feel like you have a hard time communicating your needs clearly. And people that practice self-love and self-compassion, they're less likely to stay in situations that really hurt them. So you guys, I've learned this really as a mom, learning that, I had to take care of myself a certain way, even for them to be able to see that self-love, but then also to be able to give them a different kind of love. Not love from an empty cup, not love on E, not love and I'm just like, all right, I'm exhausted, I'm tired, and now I'm gonna, give you the leftovers. But it's like, I wanna be at my best to give my best, right? And I know some of you here resonate with that. So in simple terms, it just means when you love yourself, you make better choices. Your mind is clearer. I'm telling you guys from experience. Loving yourself, it doesn't mean that you'll never have to struggle again or that you won't have hard moments, right? It doesn't mean that things just disappear, right? But it just means that you talk to yourself with kindness, that you rest when you're tired. It means that you stop proving your worth over and over and over again. And I know this because I've lived both sides. I lived the version of me that kept going, kept giving, kept pushing, hoping love would come from the outside. And then I've also lived the version of me that began choosing myself. And that shift changed everything. This Valentine's season, I want to offer a different reminder. You don't need someone else to complete you. You need to come home to yourself first. Love, that is where love starts. So I know this is a little short. I wanted it to be short because I just wanted to really just hit you with that perspective really quick. A lot of times if we just give to ourselves in a certain way, right? But also being open to receive, we don't want to forget that. But if we give ourselves self-love and self-compassion, how studies show how it can significantly change some of the things that we go through every day. And we're like, how do I, stop feeling anxious all the time? What do I do about my depression? How can I have better relationships, not just with myself, but with others around me? How can I communicate better? Right? How can I stop staying in situations that hurt me, whether that situation is work or my job or where people are talking to me a certain way, treating me a certain way? Why am I in this loop? I want you to think about, what are you doing for yourself? It reminds me of that song from like Sister Act, was like, what have you done for me lately? Ooh, yeah. Y'all remember that? Oh my gosh. If y'all remember, y'all have got to let me know. Y'all, so I'm not the only one. But what have you done for yourself lately? Right? What would loving yourself look like this week? Where could you choose yourself just a little more? So, this is your reminder that you already are worthy of love. Not later, not when you do more, not when you prove yourself more. You are already worthy of love. Not when you become more. You're already that right now. So I want to leave y'all with that. Remember that you are magic. So today, be magical, spread love, and share your freaking story, because you are worth being heard. And someone is waiting to hear from you. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Don't forget to follow me on YouTube, Iswa Unlimited TV, right here on Substack. If you aren't subscribed, subscribe right now. Yeah, I love to see you over there too. And you guys just have a great rest of your day. That's it. I love y'all. I'll be catching up with y'all soon. I'll see y'all on Saturday for my live, all right, on Insight Timer. If you're not following me there, I'll see you over there. And I'll also see you on my YouTube, because I'll be posting y'all. All right, peace.